Good to go.
Okay, it is September 28th at 3 p.m. We'll call the meeting to order of the Residency Review Board. Present are Council Member Joyce Love, myself, Brian Shea from the Mayor's Office, and Phil Banasak from representing Corporation Counsel. And with us is our members of APD. So we will hand it over to you to discuss why we're here today.
Great, thank you. So we have an opening right now for a custodian position. We have an applicant who currently works for our outside cleaning company that we use. She applied for the position. She's just looking for something, consistent hours, more consistent than what she has now. She was a previous employee of the police department. She left and went on to do some work for another company for, I believe, 13 years. So when she goes places to work, she sticks around. She's shown excellent work ethic. She, always goes above and beyond when she's here, but she does live just outside of the city. Her husband is currently an APD employee and has been since 2001. So we are just looking to hopefully get her a residency waiver so that we can bring her on in the custodian position, because we think she'd be a great addition. As I said, she's consistent when she's here, always here when she's supposed to be, does a great job, and that's definitely what we're looking for in this position.
Is that the only application you have?
We started out with what we thought was a pretty good applicant pool of the people that I reached out to interview. A lot of them, unfortunately, were not willing to move to the city. We did have quite a few that did not show for interviews. And a lot of the interviews that I did conduct were they didn't go that well. I actually had one gentleman fall asleep during the interview, and a few other, when I kind of explained the ins and outs of the jobs, people that just weren't interested, unfortunately. So of the interviews that we were able to do, Shannon by far is the best candidate that we had.
And where does she live?
Sorry, go ahead, Joyce.
She lives on Quincy Street, which is actually an Albany 12205 zip code, but it's just outside of the city line.
And where is that at?
It is off of Central Ave, just past, trying to think of exactly where it is.
It's right off of Osborne Street.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You said that her husband is currently with APD?
Yes, he is. He's in the same position for the department. He's been here since 2001.
How does he work for the department if he also doesn't live in the city? Did he get another waiver?
He started working here before residency was a requirement.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
He's grandfathered.
We have employees that are grandfathered.
Okay.
So they would this husband and wife be working together?
In some cases, not all the time. We have 3 full-time custodians that work for us, and they all are usually off doing different things in the various buildings that the department has. Occasionally they do work on projects together, but it wouldn't be an everyday thing.
What's the reporting structure? Because we can't, for our policy, Phil, I'm looking to you, I guess, we can't have immediate family members reporting to one another, right?
Yeah.
They wouldn't be reporting to each other. There's our building services supervisor, they would both report to him.
Joyce? I'm reading your face here.
It's kind of easy the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And what's his shift? What is the officer's shift?
Yeah, what's the shift? Is it daytime or what?
Yeah, it's daytime, 8 to 4 usually.
And his wife's shift would be what? 8 to 4?
They would be working similar shifts. We tend to stagger that position, so we always have coverage. We don't have anyone who works overnight in the position except for emergencies, but usually 8 to 4, 9 to 5, something like that.
Just one more question. And how many applicants did you have? And you weeded them all out and you wound up with her?
We ended up with 15 to start that met the qualifications. Of the 15, I believe it was, I scheduled interviews. I was able to schedule interviews with 6 of them. 3 didn't show. And the other 3, 1 or 2 of them didn't have a driver's license, and that is a requirement for the position. And then, and she was the only other one that we had.
Okay, so he's grandfathered in, Brian. So, and he don't have to move.
Correct.
Correct. So how did this factor with her? Because how did this factor with her? So he's grandfathered in. And maybe this is best for attorney, I'm not really sure. Corporate counsel, that's what I meant. Yeah, JR. Yeah. How did that factor in?
I mean, I don't know that it necessarily does. Like, I mean, they're 2 separate applicants, right?
So, but this is the thing. We're giving her a waiver, right?
Yeah.
How long are you seeking you're seeking a waiver for a year? Is that, or a permanent waiver?
Yeah. So,
For her, it would be permanent because they own their home.
So that's what I was going to ask, because like obviously she would need a permanent waiver as well.
So you want her to have a permanent waiver, so you don't have to keep coming back every year extending her waiver.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is Kathy Fahey on this? Is she on this?
She wasn't able to join us today.
Okay. I came up with an answer. I'm okay with it. Let's go. Let's go for it.
Okay.
Okay.
I listen. I take my marching orders from Joyce, so it's gonna be real.
No, he don't.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
I'll take my marching orders from him, but
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. So,
Yeah, look, if you obviously you had some interviews that didn't go well, unfortunately. Yeah, and if this person is essentially doing the function now, right? Through
for an
the
outside
third-party
company.
company.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. If Joyce is good with it, I'm good with it.
Yeah, I have some reservations, but yeah, I'm okay with it.
so I'm all in favor.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So anything
All
else?
right.
Just that one.
Just that one.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. All
Thank you.
right. Bye-bye.
Bye.